Hi there, I'm back. I'm going to show you how to photograph jewelry on your phone and how to edit your photos on other applications and on Photoshop as well. So before we can come on over, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the BC Boutiques channel. Oh, and don't forget to click that little bell little icon for notifications and upcoming videos. So come on over.
Okay, so first go to your phone, on any phone, and go to the camera app so we can take pictures. So we open up the camera and then try to find the most natural light place to take your photography at for your jewelry. So I picked the window, you can see, and I'm going to take as many pictures as I can because sometimes you bump yourself by accident and it will not it will bump it and it'll make it blurry. So take as many as you can. And don't forget you can use many backgrounds. Most commonly for jewelry is white and black. So you can always do fun little colorful ones, but try to make sure when you're taking your jewelry pieces to take many. And there's always a way you can just click on there and brighten it up. Brighten it up or brighten it darker, like what I'm doing right now. So I want like close-up pictures as well. So pretty much that's all you have to do. And make sure just to have natural light. Even if it's gray out there, natural light helps. I'm just going to brighten it up here a couple times. I'm going to take as many as I can. That's pretty much it. That's it.
So once you took the pictures on your phone, we are going to go to Photos, go to My Albums recently, and we're going to go to all these photos over here. So I'm just going to click a random one, like this one, and we're going to push the Edit button on the top. Click Edit. It's loading the photo, and there's a little crop tool all the way on your bottom right. Oh, and it's straightened it for me too. Wow, fancy. If you don't want it straightened, you can always tell it to go back. So I'm going to just crop it there. It looks pretty decent. Just click crop. Okay, once you have it cropped, go to this little icon, looks like a little dial. Now you can see what auto looks like, but it doesn't look really nice. So we're going to go to exposure, the first one. And you're just going to go eyeballing this. And I'm going to go 15. I'm just going to keep going to the next one until it looks pretty nice. Shadows. Sometimes that helps. Black point. Yeah, saturation. We kind of need that the most. I'm going to skip warmth. I'm going to skip tint. All this because... Oh, and this one you could always use because I like this one the most. It brightens out the background. But I'm not going to use it. And that's all you can do here. You can pretty much add colors too here. Like, ooh, it changes it to different filters. So you can pretty much do those two. That one turned out nice. Vivid warm. I mean, and you can pretty much edit each one too. But I'm not going to click a filter, so I'm going to go back here. Make sure everything's on. And I'm going to click done. And that's my photo edited here. So, next, I'm going to show you a couple things really quickly. I'm just going to show you one app, but I'm going to show you all the photo collages I use. Here's all of them right here. There's a Pick Collage, Bfunk, Live Collage, Collageable. Those are the ones for collages, and I'm going to show you all the photo editing ones. Here's all the ones I use. Here, mostly my favorite right now is probably Snapseed and Lightroom. So you can try all these out
if you like.
So, those are my favorite. PicArt is too, so just decide. But I'm going to show you one in Snapseed here. Just going to open the photos. Just going to pick a random photo. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, and they have filters as well. You can see at the bottom here. You know, they make it look nice. And the other thing that's good about this Snapseed, it's all free, you know. So that's always a good thing, you know, stuff to be free. And you can use this on an Android as well. So the first thing I'm going to show you is going under Tools, Tune Image right there. We're going to click on that, and we just scroll up or down, and you move to the left or right for brightness or no brightness. And then we go to Contrast. And I'm going to leave it there. Ooh, this looks turned out nice. Ooh, I kind of like that the most right there. Kind of need some of that. Oh, I don't want to use it anymore. So that's pretty good right there. I'm going to just check mark it there. And I'm going to go to crop as well. Just crop it. I mean, there's a lot of things. You can do brushes, exposure. I mean, look at that. That's just amazing. I'm going to not use that. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, let's use healing here. This adjusts the photo for you. I mean, like, who wouldn't love this? I'm going to just zoom in here. Whoops. So I'm going to just check mark that for now because I just wanted to get that background out of there. I mean, you could do so much with this. I mean, it's amazing. So that's what I'm going to show you right there. That's my finished piece, and I probably will edit the rest of this on Photoshop. So I'm just going to export it and save a copy, or you can save it as an image, either one. And that's all you have to do. And that's the one I really like from all these. It's free. All these can be used on your Android phone as well. So don't forget. And you can use some of these. I'll leave a link down below. But those are the ones I use. So
I'm going to show you the rest on Photoshop.
Downloaded these photos to my computer from my phone. So I'm going to open these in Photoshop. I'm just going to open them here. Okay, so we have these two pictures that this one I probably edited from my phone and probably not. So I'm going to adjust the size by going to this crop tool over here in Photoshop. Shows you everything how to do it. So I'm going to just adjust that here. I like my stuff to be a square. Ooh, you see that problem right there? It turned black. All you had to do is flip this over. There you go, see? So I'm going to just go like that. I'm going to adjust my image size because I want my image size bigger so people can see the resolution of each pixel. So I'm going to put it to 8. 8 width and resolution 300. So I'm going to just zoom it in here so I can have it all in here. So I'm kind of not liking this whole, looks a little dull and a little yellow and green here too. So I'm going to go to edit. No, I'm going to go to image, adjustments, and we're going to go to brightness and contrast. I'm going to just eyeball it here. So I'm going to go 5 and 5 and press OK. And then we're going to go back to images, adjustment, exposure. So the same thing. I'm just going to go with the best I think it looks with. Ooh, don't go too far. That doesn't look too horrible. You can always adjust it by hand too, like that. Ooh, that looks nice. Kind of came out great there. This exposure is like awesome, so I recommend using it. going to press OK. Now I'm going to go back to images again, because this is where your items, your stones or your cabochons will pop or get that extra texture and details in like the metals. So please use this. Shadows and highlights right there under adjustments. Shadows and highlights. I'm going to click on that. You can even tell before and after, like, oh, the stone is like beautiful and the gold just brightened up. So you just have to like play with it too. If it's too bright, now you could darken it. If it's too like even just too dull, you can even make it brighter. I mean, it just depends on the way the stone actually looks. So I'm going to go back to 55 here and press OK. I don't mess with anything else. That's the only thing I mess with in it. Now you can always mess with something else in there if you want. So I'm going to go to Vibrance. So I'm going to do the same thing. Probably 3 and 3. There you go. I'm going to go to hues and saturations as well. I'm going to click on that. And I like to brighten up the background and get more saturation on the stone here. Because it has to look aqua, right? That's looking more aqua right there. Perfect, right? Okay, we're going to push OK. So I can still see a little bit of blue stuff here. Now the shadows are perfectly fine, unless you want to remove them. And then there's another step for that. So for now, I'm just going to show you how to remove some of the blue in the background. I'm going to use this little bucket tool. You see this little bucket? It's called the paint bucket tool. It changes the background of your painting, of your photos. Sorry, not painting. And you click here for the color. So this is the color that's going to paint the whole background. Now, it's not going to be exactly, so this is why we need the other tools to adjust this. So I don't know if this is going to work, so I'm going to just try it. So it looks like it did. And you can always check. So I'm going to put the tolerance here to 20. That looks a little bit better. I'm going to go back to 15. I just don't want it to erase other parts of the painting, of the photo, I mean. I'm losing it, guys. See how it even ruined the shadowing here? So I kind of don't like that. I'm going to undo that right there. So I really didn't like that. That turned out actually really horrible. I can understand that. No, I'm going to just... Okay. I'm just testing everything. Everything's a test. So you can do the same thing. So, but right now I'm just going to use the brush tool. And this is the easiest to me. And remember, you have to flip this over because the brush tool won't be white, it will be black. So you have to flip it so the black's on top and the white's on the bottom. So then your tool will be white. So see that? I'm going to zoom in here as well, so if there's any blemishes or imperfections. And of course, if you notice that I don't have it all the way to the top because to the hardness all the way to the top because I don't want it to be, here I'll show you. This is the better way if I show you. This is what it does if it's that. You could see that, all the details in there. So I do not want to see the details. So I'm going to just tone it down here and I'm going to make it smaller too. And I'm going to just go around. I'm going to make it a little bit more. There it goes. So, see how I did that? Kind of not liking that. There we go. And the same thing with that blue over here. So it kind of distorts the image. Distorts the image. So I'm just going to erase it like you're painting a picture. I know, it's kind of silly. So you just take your time. Look if there's any problems with the painting. Like, sometimes the hair gets in the way. So, I mean, like an eyelash fell, you know, from your eye. It's perfectly fine. But I recommend Photoshop because it's pretty awesome. And they have a subscription as well. And I think it's like really cheap too. So it's like $9 for that. Monthly. And you get the newest Photoshop and everything. Close that. I'm wondering why this thing's not working. I must have clicked on two by accident. Okay, so that looks pretty decent right there. Now I still see blue there, so you still see blue, try to erase it. It's like that, without erasing your stuff, of course. I just try to do everything white. So this one's in white, for example. So I still think the stone kind of needs a little bit of help. So I'm going to use this little dodge tool. It makes it brighter. Of course, if I have the exposure up, that would help. I'm going to undo that. So you see how bright it turned up? Now you don't have to have it that bright. I'm going to tone it down just a little bit. So that's pretty much how you make a photo white. So, and you still have a little bit of shadows there, so you can show where it lays. So I'm just going to save it. So File, Save As, Save onto computer, and you just name it Blue Necklace, or Aqua, baby. Aqua Blue Necklace. I'm just going to save it. And remember to take this off right here for the color, because somehow it does not show all your pretty work that you just done. So I'm going to save it.
Press OK, and that's it. Your photo is complete.